Well, welcome back to the shop. It's another exciting video of can Brian build something out of scrap? All right, I'm taking the day off and working on the porch because it is going to be 90 today, and the reflection off of the house, it's going to be I'll just be cooked again like yesterday, and I can't afford to lose any more brain cells. So I decided I would take the day and work in the shop, or part of the day, and build the screen door. And so I went through the pile of rafters that didn't meet the quality that I needed. And these are definitely not what I needed, because I needed 8-inch rafters. And with all this weighing, these just didn't make the cut. This was actually one. I cut it in half. But the nice thing about it is it's clear and it's straight. And so what I'm going to do is get all of the material for the screen door out of this. I'll have to clean it up. It's pretty ugly. And then run it through the planer, get it all down to the right thickness, whatever that is, and start cutting out parts. So that's today's project, working out of the sun. Well, not too bad for stuff that's right out of the lumber pile that didn't make rafter stock. I think it's going to be plenty good enough for screen door stock. All right, I'm going to actually figure out what I need to rip this to and run it through the table saw. All right, there are the 5 pieces that make up the door. The 2 stiles, the bottom rail, mid rail, and the top rail. And now I just gotta, these are already cut to length. They're 80 inches. The door opening is what is it? It's 34 inches is the door opening. So I got to make these a little bit narrower. I am just going to do a butt joint with floating tenons, 1/2-inch thick floating tenons in there, and glue them together with Gorilla Glue. I'm not going to go crazy on this. It's just a screen door, and I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to attach the screening. We may do a dog door. Hopefully I'm even pointing in the wrong direction. We may do a dog door on the bottom. That is still up for grabs. So let me cut these rails to length, and then we'll set up the mortiser and mortise everything. Can you see that? That's what we're looking at. The mortise in both ends. I'm going to do the rest of them, and then we'll do some assembly. I got to make the tenons, and then we can do assembly. All right, there's all the all the parts mortised, and all the floating tenons made up, just a scrap. So I'm going to clear off the bench and get some Gorilla Glue and some water and clamps, and we're going to clamp this up and leave it so that it'll be 95% done. Not really, but it'll be a lot further along than just a bunch of pieces. Well, I brought the screen door up to the porch, and you can see I did some stuff in the shop because I actually was down in the shop and I forgot to bring the camera. But what I ended up doing, we decided not to put a dog door in here at this point. If we, you know, if I can change it in the future if I want to. And all I did was grab the scrap of wood that planed it down to the same thickness, and I notched it in here. Hopefully you can see that. And top and the bottom, and I used Gorilla Glue, glued it in place, and then I just chased all the edges with the smallest radius bit I've got for my router, and it just makes it comfortable. So, and I made up some 1" by 1/4 inch thin stops to go over the screening after we staple the screening on. But I want to stain that, and yeah, it's got to get stained, and then screening, and then the strips, and then I can hang it. So it's not quite done, but it's very close. Next step is to cut all of these batten strips and apply all of those. So hold on, I'll get right to it. All right, I put a shim at the top. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. I'm going to try not mortising in the hinges because we've got a pretty big gap. And the screen door doesn't weigh very much, so I'm not too worried about it. I have this nice centering drill meant for just this kind of thing, but of course it's down to the shop and I'm too lazy to go down there and get it. So we're going to use the eyeball technique. All right, there's that. Let's reinstall it and mark the locations on the 2x4 here. All right, now it's just the lock set to deal with. All right, there it is. The, oh boy, the screen door. And it actually closes on its own. Well, almost on its own. So, I'm not really too thrilled about the handle, but every screen door handle I've ever installed, they're always a pain in the neck. They don't ever quite work right. Anyways, there you have it. Screen door. Thanks for watching. You may end up seeing me, if a dog goes through that lower section, you may end up seeing me putting a dog door in one of these. But I'm hoping not to have to do that. So, all right, stick around. There's more fun projects coming up. Finishing the deck, the porch, and then, yeah, there's a table, dining room table to make, a bed platform to make. I got to put install a gift that came. So lots of things in the queue. So keep watching.